All right. Hmm. All right, so we got 6 people. 6 people here, 3 people here. Thank you guys for anybody for showing up. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here, whether you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube. Sorry if there's any noise that's playing because I'm going on Twitch right now, which they automatically play something. Oh, what's going on in the crypto market right now? Let's refresh this. What's going on? What's up? What's up? So crypto market is down by 4.5%, down by a pretty significant amount. Geez, a lot of things are not going our way today. A lot of things. Let me get this out of here. All right, we got 13 people. As soon as you guys get in here, hit the like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. How's everybody doing though? Got 13 people here. Hey, good job. Let's burn. That's what I love to hear. That's what I want to happen. Make sure that we have audio and all that. I don't know which one. No, that's not it. All right. Smash the like button. Yeah, smash the like button. Everybody hit that like button. I know it's not, I mean, this is sort of the usual stuff. I mean, we're talking about Shiba Inu. We're talking about Shiba Burn. Can you tell me what is Shiba Burn? So it's a token that was created with the sole purpose to burn off Shiba Inu. And it's something that really benefits, or we benefit from, you know, when people buy Shiba Burn, we benefit in a big way. That's holding Shiba Inu. So if you're holding Shiba Inu, you can burn off a ton of coins with this. So instead of, you know, throwing your coins into to get burned, you would put your money into a coin that essentially does burn off Shiba Inu as long as there is, you know, volume that goes through it. So I don't know what their plans are for the future, and this is really what this is all about. You know, ask me anything. Now I don't know how many questions they have coming across and what the plan is with going over what the coin is all about, and maybe just a roadmap as well, because it's always great to be able to have that. Sending tokens to burn wallets, reducing supply. That's exactly what it is. What do you think the discussion with the Turkey adoption of SHIB? What do you think of the discussion with the Turkey adoption of SHIB? I haven't seen anything on it. I have been MIA for the last few hours or so. Couple of hours, I guess. What do you think of? I just read that. Is a half a penny doable? Yeah, I think even yeah, half a penny I think is doable. It's just you have to have burn rates. I think anything above 0.00002, you have to apply a burn rate for Shiba Inu. You have to. So let me just change my screen really quick. Let me show you guys. So this is Shiba Burn. So Shiba Burn, if you wanted to go and find out what they are, you can read their white paper, go through the white paper. But basically, they were created to destroy the supply of Shiba Inu, right? They want to decrease the supply of Shiba Inu as much as they possibly can. And if we're all holding Shiba Inu, we benefit in a big way. So the tokenomics behind it is they have a 13% tax, and that 13% tax, 38% goes towards burn, 23 towards marketing, 15 towards reflections, and 23 towards liquidity pools. So obviously they're adding into the liquidity pools to strengthen the price. And then they have staking that's coming on soon. So they have a lot of things that are going for it. But the main purpose behind it is to destroy Shiba Inu. Not like to destroy the coin, but to destroy the supply. You know? So just looking at that, you see so many benefits in it. Sorry, I just ran a couple of miles, so I'm very very tired, kind of lightheaded actually. So just bear with me. Will I ever confess thy love for me? Well, I confess thy love for me. Yes. I love me. Absolutely. What country are you from? The US? I've staked some on Shiba Swap moons ago. How much are you getting on Shiba Swap? Because I've been seeing different APYs. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. You'll be able to follow me over there. Get some updates on Shiba. And apparently, if you're Team Doors or Team Wheels, I don't know if anybody's heard of that, but it's a little ridiculous, but fun at the same time. How often do sites like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko update their numbers, like the circulating supply? Probably not as often because the circulating supply is always changing, right? Things are unstaked in a day. The next day, you know, they're restaked, and then you have multiple, you know, coins that are coming out of being staked the next day after that. So it's ever changing. I would say the total supply and the circulating supply probably won't match what you would see on CoinMarketCap or, or sorry, wouldn't match what you would see on SHIB Burn, the website, and then also on Etherscam. So it's not going to match altogether. I don't know how often they update, but it's not as often as they should. Like, it's not every second. That would take a lot to do that. So far, this AMA is better than all the other SHIB AMAs. Yeah. I haven't, I'm not leading the AMA. At least I don't think I am, because I don't, like, I'm not a developer in the company. I'm just a partner, a very small partner at that. Just trying to do as much as I can for SHIB Burn, because I feel like when you look at Shiba Burn and everything that it can do, I did some math. So I broke down some math really quick, and I don't know, you know, if we're going to even talk about this, but I did some math saying how much the daily volume needs to be. And then the taxes that come out, you know, because the taxes are 13%, how much of those taxes go towards the SHIB tax or SHIB burn? How much of the amount will be burned at the current price? So it's even conservative at 0.00003. You're looking at 3.2 billion per day with just a $2 million daily volume. Now, if you're comparing it to something like Shiba Inu, right? Shiba Inu has anywhere from $700 million in daily volume all the way up to $4 billion in daily volume. Now, if we could even get to a point to where we are at $25 million worth of daily volume, we're looking at 41 billion that'll be burned off daily. yearly, that'll give us 15 trillion that'll be burned off. 5 years will be 75 trillion, and then 10 years will be 150 trillion. Now that's still not enough, right? We need to see more volume. I would say why it's highlighted green, you need to see 100 million daily volume, and then you would be able to get to the $13 million in taxes that come out, which you would see the $4.9 million that would go towards the tax, and that would be 164 billion coins that go through for the year. That's how much is, or no, sorry, 164 billion that's burned off for each day, and then you're looking at 60 billion each year, or sorry, 60 trillion each year, and it would be over the amount, meaning that we need to see at least $100 million of volume per day in this coin in order to see a massive difference, which is definitely possible. I mean, you look at Shiba Inu on the low end, they're seeing $700 million worth of volume. If we can find a way to get Shiba Burn up to that level as well and support this coin, you could basically catch fire in a bottle with this coin by gaining in the beginning. Like, say if you put your money into it in the beginning, you're able to have this run, and then you can make money from this with all the reflections throughout that whole entire period of time, and then also make money with Shiba Inu as it's going up to some of these higher highs. So again, I'm looking at all the numbers here and showing exactly what we need to get to, and it's possible. It's just whether the Shiba Inu community is going to support it. So, I like breaking down numbers. Can you please tell us the correct circulating supply of Shiba Inu? I believe if you go over to, so circulating supply is difficult, right? But I believe if you go over to, let's bring this up. Let's bring SHIB Burn up. So they have the correct circulating supply from what I understand. So total circulating supply is 549 trillion, 896 billion, right? You are seeing that a lot have been unstaked. It was at 40 to 41 trillion that was unstaked, or that was staked, and now it's 39 trillion that's staked. So you have some that's unstaked. That's why the circulating supply goes up. However, the total supply does go down. That does decrease because anything can be unstaked, and the circulating supply doesn't mean anything. I think we need to focus on the total supply rather than circulating. Because any time of the day, this can be unstaked. So if we look at and we burn off 549 trillion, we still have 40 trillion that's left unstaked, and people are going to unstake it and then sell it. So you have to be careful with that. How do you feel these consecutive orders from Biden will affect crypto? First, the oversight executive order, and now the government digital dollar executive order. So I think with the second one, they're really just trying to get an understanding of cryptocurrency and how they can, develop something for themselves. I feel like the first one, I haven't looked into really the second one too much, but just from the title, that's exactly what I would get from it. The first one with oversight, I mean, it looks like both. They're really just trying to get an understanding of crypto and how they can find a way to regulate it. But anything when it comes to regulation, I guess when you think of cryptocurrency, seems like it's bad. And I would agree. It definitely seems like it's pretty bad because they should have no oversight to these things because that's what it's made for. But it's definitely tough to see what you're going to get out of it. But there's always a reason as to why they do something like that, not just for other countries, but probably for regular everyday individuals as well. Everything trickles down to us somehow, some way. Do you have Saitama and the Saitama mask? I don't. Burn like 1 sextillion worth. How? They probably had a bunch. So typically, you're not gonna, as developers or people that are partners, you're not gonna have that many coins to be able to burn off so many coins. Now I know that I think Shinja, hopefully I'm saying that right. They have a ton of coins. So that many coins is, I think, is a drop in the bucket, I would believe, but I'm not 100% sure. So I would say that that's probably not a lot. It seems like a lot, but it's probably not a lot. AMC didn't not run the 200 at 2 o'clock. My bad. I read the chart wrong. It's cool. It's cool. Sometimes they're not predictable. Matt, I've always been impressed with how you sorry, impressed how creative. Okay, I'm reading everything wrong. How creative you can be in your strategies. Thank you. Farmcoin was a great call, and I'm still holding SHIB. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I obviously can't read, but it's okay. I appreciate you saying that because that does, just push me forward, propel me forward in feeling like I understand crypto more and more every day. uh, is it possible for Shiba Inu holders to gain 65 million percent? What would 65 million percent get us to? Because we're really only trying to lose 4 zeros and maybe 2 more zeros. So I think it's possible to. I don't know what price that would get us up to because I haven't done the math. But I think we can definitely see it get to way higher numbers than where we're at and gain a ton, maybe hundreds of thousands, if not millions of percent. It's just dependent on time, right? Time is a big factor. I don't think burning off all these coins at once is going to be something that we look to have happen. Like a lot of people will say, oh, I just want 90% burned off. Do you really? Because then the price will increase and it'll decrease right away. People will see it go up. They will take whatever they can take because demand will stay the same. The price will skyrocket and then people will sell. And then what will happen? You'll see everything, kind of shit hit the fan, to tell you the truth, for lack of a better term. More likely to find a way to get more money out of it. What? Biden wants the Federal Reserve to create their own coin. Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, he's trying to just get in the game, get some skin in the game here, because from everything like places like Crypto.com, Binance, FTX, Coinbase, all these places that are allowing you to stake for a certain percentage that's higher than banks, they want to be able to offer something or at least compete. But I don't know how they would compete besides tearing the businesses or exchanges down, which seems like that's what they're doing with Crypto.com, in my opinion. Time and burn mechanism. Do it too fast and it will crater the price. Exactly. You need to have time. You and Claybro should definitely do a stream together. You both have great communities and great positivity. It would be amazing. Well, yeah. I just wish that he was a part of this community as well. I don't know if they actually reached out to him yet, but I believe they said they were going to do something to reach out to him. So if he can be a part of this community as well, if he sees it as a positive, a net positive, then it's always great to be able to have more creators a part of this community, because the more people talking about it, the better. The more people that get into it, obviously, the better. Do you have Leash? I don't. How much is Leash today? I don't have Leash, but we can always look at Leash. Right now it's at 1,070. It's down about 5%. You're gonna see if we look at all-time highs, we saw $8,000 at all-time highs, $4,000 plus dollars at a recent high before decreasing. Let me turn this. I don't want the alert off. I just want the sound off. How do I turn the sound off? Yeah, I don't know how to turn the sound off. I don't want the alert off because I would like to have that, but I guess not. I have to turn both off. The alert and the sound. So, sorry. But yeah, Leash is currently at 1,070 or 1,068. I wanted to check where Cronodes is. Yeah, let's check where Cronodes is. I did check out CRO nodes or Cronos nodes. It looks more complex, which could be a good thing. I'm really lightheaded from running. I didn't really eat anything, so I'm still waiting to see what Bitcoin does. How many Shiba Inu needed to make a million? How many Shiba Inu do you need to make a million? It depends. I mean, how long are you willing to wait? If you're not willing to wait long, then you're going to need a lot. If you're looking for it to just double, I would say buy $500,000 worth, and you'll get a million. That's not that's not financial advice, but that's the best way to do it quick. The more you have, the easier it is to get to $1 million. However, if you have $500,000, you can easily turn that into $1 million somewhere else. But this long term would give you so many benefits out of it. But I would say you probably need. I would say 10 million is great because then you could play out. You can play this out for the short game, or at least a couple of years, and then you can also play it out for 5 to 10 years. So you plan on buying land on Shibaverse? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. It sounds interesting because I'm not even into real estate. Well, I want to be, but I'm not into real estate in real life. So maybe I should buy a plot of land, but what would I do with that plot of land? That's the real question that I would have. Sounds cool, Matt. I'll leave it on. Currently, we're at $12.15 for Cronodes. Huh. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place whether I want to reinvest my Cronodes. I know on the 11th, that's when things are changing, because I currently collect 2.7 Cronodes every time, and it's going to go down to where we're only collecting zero point 0.8. And I think that's that's not minus taxes, so we have to factor in the taxes as well. 35 million promotional giveaway. Shibarium will be a game changer. I hope you're right. Shib not looking looking good right now, but that's normal. Do 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 do. All right, so we got 105 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. Hey Matt, uh, buy some land and then let your dog and cat run around and do whatever they want. Well, first of all, Emmy would chase Carl everywhere. Like, I mean, everywhere. How do I even get in here? How do we even get in here? Am I doing this right? Can I not do it? Can I only do it on my phone? No, I could have swore that I could do it. There we go. Your mic is off to start. Okay. Join the space. I don't know if my mic will actually work whenever it comes to it. Hmm. Do you guys hear it? Because I don't hear anything yet. I just want to make sure the sound is on, that we can actually hear stuff. Stuff. Yeah, I don't hear anything. You guys hear anything? Is there supposed to be something that's being said?
Quiet, mate.
Oh, there we go. Got something.
Filling up
You only
nicely,
hear.
though. I see a good few amount of people in it.
You hear something, right? I hear something. We're good, I think. All right, guys. So what's everybody saying while we're waiting for everything to take place here? So is Shiba going up anytime soon? Please God, I'm begging God, Shibarium is not available yet. Yeah, I hear you. I only hear you. Please God, make SHIB go up eventually. Do you think SHIB is a good coin for swing trading? It can be, yes. I wouldn't suggest it. It seems like a long term. It's more of a long term position than anything, but you can definitely get something out of it. I asked a lot of questions. Sorry, but what are your thoughts on Terra? I like Terra. Yeah, that's not the purpose of this. Maybe we can talk about that afterwards. I want to get into Terra. I do. You gotta be patient. Uh, yeah, exactly. And make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you do have any questions that you want to ask to Shiba Burn. Or are you just a listener? Because I listen. You gotta listen, guys. If you don't listen, where are you gonna be in life? $275 million and buying every dip. That's great to hear. I would love to hold a billion. What's your workout routine? Um, so I typically I used to do more of a football workout routine where it was like I would work out everything every time.
I can't hear you, mate.
Yeah. I don't know. His volume is low? I can't hear anything.
What up, Kai? What up, Duncan?
Hey,
Hey,
Hill.
can you guys
Yeah,
throw up some emojis, some reactions if you can hear us?
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
Nico and Duncan, but I can't hear Kai.
What up, Kai? What up?
I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything at all. Is no one talking? I think his volume is really low. Let's get the audio situated.
It just seems to be
I
quiet. I don't know if anyone can hear me
Can
as
you hear
well.
me now? Yeah.
Yeah, that's better, mate. Yeah.
Right,
Much better.
perfect. Yeah, it's the first time we've sort of done one of these guys, trying to get everything set up. I was looking at my thing thinking, why is it not moving around? So yeah, 3 minutes talking to myself, so I'll start again. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's my phone sometimes connects to my earbuds that are in the drawer without me knowing. Sometimes I think that's what it's just done. So yeah,
barely hear it.
first of all, obviously, thanks everyone for coming and turning up to this. And I mean, the support in the tweet and stuff, the amount of time that's been liked and shared has absolutely blown us away. We only put it on last night. And it just shows that there's a lot of people looking at us, a lot of people sort of curious as to what we're doing, what we're about, and why we're doing what we're doing, which is a lot of the things that we want to cover on here. I just want to thank, obviously, Duncan Gray turning up. He's one of our official ambassadors. Matthew Perry as well. He's one of our official ambassadors. Nico there as well, liking everyone's. Nico's not an official ambassador yet or anything, but the support that he's given me throughout the journey so far has just been incredible. And he backs us very highly. He has a lot of support for the project. And gives great advice as well. So yeah, just thanks to you guys for turning up first of all. It's appreciated. You guys will know as well. I'm not a big fan of public speaking, but sometimes you just got to do it. So yeah, we just wanted to do this this spaces because obviously there's a few tweets and I think people are getting a bit mixed up and confused as to what we're about, why we're doing it, and what it is that we're doing. So just in terms of where we started, I started looking at the marketing things. I wanted to do my own project the start of this year. I spent about 5 months just watching new projects come about last year in the space, seeing what they was doing. And I just found out a lot of people probably agree. It was sort of everything was sort of the same every day from an investor's sort of view. It was like 10, 15, the same sort of projects with the same promises, doing the same things, and it was sort of jumping one and look for another, and it was always sort of a bit of a battle and a bit of a war between projects. So projects had come up and they'd be slamming other projects and things like that. And I just thought, why doesn't surely there's a space here? And I've followed Shiba for a long time, involved in Shiba. I'm an investor in Shiba, and I just thought, why don't somebody just come along and do something fresh and just support a project? So that's where the idea came from, was to launch a project that's just honest, open, safe for investors, and it'll support another project. So the idea, a lot of people said, well, so we just take people's money and buy SHIB and burn it. Not exactly. We are our own standalone project, guys. The main utility we've got is to burn Shiba Inu. We want to drive the price like everybody else, not excluding other investors, though. The idea is our project can run alongside and be sort of a big project in the space, with the adoption from the SHIB community and things like that, and their investors coming over and other investors coming over when they see that there's money to be made. I think in terms of safety, I've tried to make it as safe as possible. That we've got sort of max wallet of 1%. The contract's going over to Everown, which is part of Everrise, guys. I think most people in the space will be aware of that. Fantastic project. The utilities and what they offer projects to give safety for their investors is second to none. So our contract will be going over to them. So it'll be renounced. We've got a full clean audit. I've privately doxed to multiple people as well, a lot of influencers, call group owners and things, and I'll be doxing in the very near future as well to the community. Liquidity is locked for a year, so there's no team wallet, there's no team tokens. I bought in after a lot of other people. I'm not even in the top. I don't even think I'm in the top 40 wallets, and I don't plan on selling any of mine anyway. But just so I could be involved and feel both sides of the project as running it and an investor as well. So I can look at it from both views, so I sort of don't miss anything. But yeah, in terms of where we want to go, guys, and where we are now, at the minute we're working hard on building ambassadors and people that believe in what we're doing, they see what we're doing, and they want to be involved, and they want to put the name to it because they've got the same vision and same belief as us. We've got some fantastic people, and I mean Duncan all the time. Twitter, he's in the Telegram all the time talking to the community. Matthew Perry, daily on his videos, which is just incredible. Every time you go live, Matthew, the community's like, oh, Matthew's live again, I'm going to go watch him. The way you speak about our project, about Shiba Burn, is just phenomenal. And I think it just shows that when people actually look at what we're doing and get to know us and see what we're doing, that the confidence is there for people to put their names to us, which is fantastic, and the whole reason of why we're doing it. In terms of how we work, we're like most projects, guys. So there's a transaction tax when you buy. So when you buy, there's a transaction tax. When you sell, there's a transaction tax, just like any other project. We use the tax is 13% overall. We use 5% of that goes into a pot that we use to buy and burn Shiba Inu. So we'll buy it, we either burn it ourselves, we send it to Duncan, or we send it to Matthew, and they do the burns for us and post them as well on their socials. Matthew does them on his YouTube as well. The other portion of the taxes, there's 2% reflection, so everybody who's holding gets reflections from every buy and sell. There's 3% LP, so we're always topping up the LP and keeping it stable for everyone. And then there's 3% marketing. In terms of the marketing, the more we grow, the more people that come on board and back us and get behind us, it means the 3% marketing can go to the 5% burn pot and the LP, so we can build them two up and do away with the marketing. So it's just all about the stability of the project and the bigger burns of Shiba. I mean, some people we've been going for I think about 5 weeks now. We've burnt just over 350 million Shiba Inu. Obviously the plan is, guys, we want to be up to $1 billion a day or more. And the only thing we need to do with that is the volume. It's as simple as that. The more volume that comes through, the more we can burn. And we just wanted to sort of get that out, because I think some people are looking at us thinking, well, maybe they're just, I don't know. I'm a bit confused what some people think, but it's just to clear it up, because there seems to be some confusion in some tweets that we see. But I think that's, at the minute, that's enough from me rambling on. Duncan, do you want to say anything, or Nico, or Matthew, or any of the guys that's on the team? If you want to speak, I'll let you grab the mic, and then we'll grab some questions off people that have come in, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of stuff that people want to listen to and ask and get answers for. So I'll let one of you guys take over for a minute.
Sorry, Duncan, mate, go ahead. I muted mine at the same time as you did, fella.
Yeah, no. I just want to say how, unbelievably grateful we all are for, the amount of effort that you're putting into this. It's an amazing project, and we're making enormous progress, and for this we are all very, very grateful.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and it's I think people that have got to know me and have sort of seen us since the start know that I'm not someone who'll just give up. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm working sort of 17, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. I suppose I came into it a bit sort of launching my own project, thinking, oh, it'll be easy. It's easy work. So sort of left my full-time employment and stuff. I'll tell you what, I've never worked so hard in all my life, but I've never enjoyed it so much as well. I enjoy it. Like, there's some days I can barely keep my eyes open, but there's always something to do, and I just make sure that I do it every day, because I know where I want to take this project, and I know where it can go. And I'll be here working all the time, like I am. Everyone sees it, and the other guys on the team as well. The ambassadors that are working as well for us and stuff. But yeah, it's not easy.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but I enjoy it, because it's not for me.
I don't know how to put
for the
my mic on.
community, and that's what it's for. People have invested the money into this, so it's my idea, but it's my job to push this and keep pushing it. And I'm not one of those people in life that likes to just go, well, I failed at that, I'll go try something else. I've never been like that. I never will be like that. When I've got my mind set on something and I fully believe in it, I'll just carry on and on and on. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I'll just carry on.
Yeah, no, I think with a community like this, you know, together we will make this work.
Yeah, and it is, and I mean, I'm reaching out to more and more sort of influencers and stuff, and I know many are super busy, really busy. I see all the work that they do and things like that, and we've got people reaching out in the DMs and stuff, and the feedback. I mean, when I do get to have sort of a 5-10 minute conversation, the feedback's just incredible from everyone. They all see the same as what I see long term. They all fully believe that it'll get there as well, and it's literally a matter of time.
It will.
And it just spurs you on and keeps spurring you on. And you are right, Duncan. The more we can gather around and get behind it, I fully believe there'll be no stopping it. I really do.
No, I agree. I agree.
And it is, like I say, and we're extremely open and transparent. I always said to the community from day one, I'll never overpromise and underdeliver ever. Like flat out rule number one, I will not do it. I don't post anything to the community unless I know it's happening and I know 100% it's happening. If I'm 99.9%, it doesn't get told to the community until I'm 100%. I don't want to be one of those devs and do one of those projects that says we're doing X, Y, Z, and you don't even deliver on X, never mind Y and Z. Do you know what I mean? I want the whole community to know exactly where we are all the time. We're all on the same page. As soon as I know and I have 100% confirmation, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. I put it straight in the chat for the community, so they know the minute I know. So we all know together. It's a together thing. It's a community thing.
Exactly, and we all appreciate that.
No, and I just think it's the best way to be. We've all been there in projects and things where you're told this is coming and that's coming and we've got this and you wait and wait and wait. But it's like most of them you think, well, if you just told us it wasn't going to be yet and actually told us when it is, nobody would be bothered. Like,
exactly.
Transparency and honesty is the absolute key in this space. It really is.
Sure.
Because trust is everything.
It
crypto, and if you've got a bit of a lapse of trust, then you've lost. You've got to have the trust. So yeah, it's I'm enjoying it though, and
that's the main thing.
Yeah,
and so are we.
No, it's good. Yeah. It is good. But yeah, I'll let some of you guys talk again. I get carried away sometimes. If anyone wants to speak, I think I've got a couple of requests here.
We're sorry if there's any type of
Shiba
echo.
Burn? How you guys doing?
Yeah, Nico, you're right.
Yeah. Bro, I can put out there as I'm 100% sure, as Kai as well when he will put me on this. We have got the
my microphone here.
NFTs moving forward.
So it's like impossible.
Yeah, they are. There's no. I haven't got an exact time, which I did announce in the community. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Days just roll into blurs at the moment. I think it was yesterday. Updated people with sort of the progress as to that, into the amount that we're going to have in the collection, and the mint price that they're going to be. But did tell everyone I haven't got an exact time scale, so I can't give you an exact time. But it should be in the next sort of three to 4 weeks tops. We'll have the NFTs and stuff, and then we'll be doing more spaces for those and stuff, which is going to be exciting, really exciting, because I know there's a lot of people in the Telegram that have been here since day one. Just they're very eager to be able to get some of those as well, and it's exciting. It's something to add for the community, and I think what we're going to bring out, I think people are going to like them. I really do.
Yeah, 100%. They're going to love them. I'm not going to reveal nothing or say nothing else on the matter, but some of the things that we've come up with, man, epic, absolutely epic. They're going to fly. I believe that.
Yeah. And we'll have, as the news comes in about all that, it'll get out to the community. It'll be on Twitter. It'll be in the Telegram for people that don't really use Telegram. So everyone will know at the same time as what I do again. So as soon as I've got news, the community gets the news, which is great. And it's just the way I like to be. Has anybody? Let me see who's got some questions. Walter.
I don't know. Was Sega was in here somewhere? I've not seen him though, mate. To be fair.
Sega, I think he's in here, mate.
I mean, this is like the first time for me doing one in this space. I'm waiting for people to put their hands up.
I
You know, like
don't
they're
know if
doing
this is coming
in the
through.
Telegram. Like,
I don't
put
know
your
if
hand up if you want to speak.
Yeah,
But
my
they
audio is
come
coming through
through
because
for
I have to
me
use like
as a
2 different
request.
mics. I'm
So,
trying to
Walter,
stream and
I've
do
added
this
you
at the
as a
same time.
speaker, mate. If
You
you
got
want to
me?
speak, if you just
Okay.
unmute yourself and if you've got
Okay,
any
perfect.
questions.
So yeah, I have a bunch of questions from
I don't know
you
if
know, the
this is coming
community over
through.
here,
I don't know
and
if
I guess
my
the first
audio is coming
question we
through
would
because I have
have
to
is
use
like, how
like 2
much do you
different mics.
expect
I'm
to
trying to
burn this year? Do you
stream
have any
and
type
do
of
this at the same
goals?
time.
You
You
got
got
me?
me?
Matt, it's good. It's good.
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I have a bunch of questions from you know, the community over here, and I guess the first question we would have is like, how much do you expect to burn this year? Do you have any type of goals in mind?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't think it's a million miles away. I think people that are in crypto will probably agree. As an example, and it's one that I do use because I don't want to go. Oh, look, I want to burn 15 trillion a day. I firmly think if we set an average of $500,000 a day trading volume, that'd equate to 1 billion tokens a day that we could burn. So, but I think, in all honesty, I think that's relatively sort of undervaluing the project maybe. But I think as a starter, as soon as we get up to those sort of levels, in the volume, I think it'll just take off. I really do. So, to put a sort of figure on it, we want to be the biggest burn mechanism of Shiba. That's the target.
Yeah,
That's the goal
I was gonna
that
say
we
because I
want to
was
do,
doing
and we want to be
some
known
math. You know, I like analytics, so
across
I was
sort
doing
of
some
crypto
math,
for.
and
So
I even have up
I
on
think
my
by the end of the
screen
year,
for my stream, basically going through the daily
big
like
numbers, Matthew. I
volume
think.
and
I
how
think
much
to
is
be
taken
honest
out in
with you,
taxes
because
and how
I
much
was gonna say because I
would
was
end up
doing
being burned
some
off
math. You know,
per
I like
year, per 5
analytics,
years,
so I
per
was doing
10
some
years.
math, and I even
I
have up
mean,
on my
I don't
screen
see a
for
goal as, you
my
know,
stream,
1 million,
basically
$2
going through the
million,
daily
or $3
like
million
volume
daily
and how
volume
much
as
is taken
something
out in
that's
taxes and
ridiculous.
how much
You know,
would
looking
end
at,
up
you
being
know,
burned
some of the
off
other crypto
per
coins
year,
that
per
are
5 years,
also
per
out
10
there and
years.
doing the same
And
volume,
I mean,
when
I
this
don't
one
see a
obviously,
goal
you know,
as, you
has
know,
such a
1
great
million,
use
$2
case
million
behind it,
or
such a
$3
great
million
message
daily
behind it,
volume
all
as
the
something that's
transparency that's
ridiculous.
behind it. I
You
feel
know,
like
looking at,
2
you know,
million,
some of
3
the other
million,
crypto
even
coins that are
10
also out
million
there
is
and doing
not
the same
a
volume,
tall
when
task.
this one obviously, you know, has such a great use case behind it, such a great message behind it, all the transparency that's behind it. I feel like 2 million, 3 million, even 10 million is not a tall task.
Yeah, exactly. And when you equate that in through the taxes, it's a lot. It's a lot of money in Shiba Inu that'd be going to the dead wallet. A hell of a lot.
Yeah.
It is. I say it's 5% at the moment. It will end up being probably 7% when we don't need the marketing funds, because that'll go. The tax for the marketing will be moved over, and that'll be added to the burn tax. So that's going to increase from
Okay.
5, and we'll probably do that at 7, and have the LP at 3, 4. Either keep it at 3 or put it up to 4. So the burn will be 7 or 8%, which will be incredible, I think, because if you've got sort of a million, 2 million volume, and you've got 8% of that, even at $1 million, you're talking at 80 grand a day, $80,000 worth a day of burns of Shiba, which is, it's a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? But it's the goal. Like, I don't see it as sort of burning money. I know it is. I know it technically is, but I see it as how far can we drive Shiba Inu as well as ourselves, and support them, as well as giving people the opportunity to earn money in our token as well. And doing it honestly and stuff. And I think, I think by the end of this year, when we sort of we've got the ad up that's going out with the posters of how much we've burnt and things like that. I think by
we'll let somebody else ask some questions if you have them. I have a bunch of questions here, so I feel like I'm going to be taking the floor the whole time.
They're big numbers. But yeah.
Okay. We'll let somebody else ask some questions if you have them. I have a bunch of questions here, so I feel like I'm going to be taking the floor the whole time.
Oh no, you're all right. I know. Walter's there. Do you want to speak, Walter? Have you got a question?
Excuse me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
My name is Walter White.
Yeah.
Turkish in Istanbul. My name is Ergin. Leader English, please. I am sorry. Go to Shiba in Shiba in perfect. $1, $1, please.
Yeah,
All right.
Shiba Inu to $1. I get you. Yeah, that's the dream. And if we can be the biggest burn mechanism that's done that and driven it there, then it's fantastic because everybody that's involved in our projects is going to make money as well. And if they're involved in SHIB and they're holder of SHIB, it's making money on two sides. But yeah, I agree. $1, why not? Even more. The opportunity is there to do it. And if we can sort of path the way and deliver those burns and really reduce that supply, who knows? Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things. Nobody knows what prices projects can achieve. It's one of them things. Nobody really knows. It's a matter of time. But all I know is we'll do all we can with the help of people that invest in us and stuff to give it the push that we can do to assist it on the way. And we can't do anything more than that, really.
Yeah, and on the back of that as well, we know, as well as us, there is a hell of a lot of other burn projects out there as well, not necessarily in the crypto side of things,
Yeah.
but other projects which would
So
also help drive it up to
another
the
question that I have from the community
$1
is,
mark as well as
what
us
are
as
the
well.
plans
So a big
around
shout out to them as
staking?
well.
I know you have staking coming for the
Yeah,
future, but I didn't
exactly.
know if it was like staking
Go on, Matthew,
for
I'll let you fire away
Shiba
if you've
Burn
got some
or
more
if it
as
was
well.
staking for Shiba
Yeah.
to burn off the APY,
So
something like that.
another question that I have from the community is, what are the plans around staking? I know you have staking coming for the future, but I didn't know if it was like staking for Shiba Burn or if it was staking for Shiba to burn off the APY, something like that.
Yeah, it's something we're going to look into. I'll get some guidance and stuff just to work it out. But I know a lot of people now in crypto really enjoy the staking aspect that projects offer. So it's something that we're going to do. We're definitely going to be doing it. Time scale wise, I'd say probably within the next 9 weeks. And then we'll be able to give sort of further clarity on what it's going to give in returns for people that stake and things like that when it comes to it, when we've sort of decided which sort of angle to go with it, Matthew. But yeah, staking is definitely coming 100% because I know, I mean, I'm one of those myself. A lot of projects that I've bought that I believe in, if they offer staking, I stake them straight away and just
Okay.
leave them.
Some people also ask me about staking pools,
and that's
as
it.
in
I'll
like
come back to them
you
whenever it
build up
unlocks and
the
either
amount
restake
of
or
Shiba
take
Inu.
some
So let's say a
profits off the
trillion
top
Shiba Inu
and
that you
put it back
have,
in again. But
and
yeah,
you stake
staking's
that
definitely
Shiba
coming.
Inu
It will
for
be
an
coming.
APY, and then you burn
Okay.
off the
Some
APY
people also ask
consistently.
me about
So
staking
when we get to
pools,
the later
as in
stages,
like
we don't have any
you
issues
build
with
up
Shiba Inu being
the
at such a
amount
high
of Shiba
price that
Inu.
no
So
matter
let's
how
say a
much money
trillion
we
Shiba
have
Inu that you
to
have,
put
and
forth,
you
it's
stake that
very
Shiba
difficult to
Inu
burn.
for
You know
an
what I mean? I don't know
APY, and
the
then you burn
logistics
off the
behind that. We
APY
probably have to look into
consistently.
that more,
So
but
when we get to the later
somebody asked me
stages,
about that
we don't have
question. I
any
thought I would bring
issues
it to
with
you.
Shiba Inu being at such a high price that no matter how much money we have to put forth, it's very difficult to burn. Do you know what I mean? I don't know the logistics behind that. We probably have to look into that more, but somebody asked me about that question. I thought I would bring it to you.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. It's a good idea, and I'll put that down. We can have a look at that. And I've said everyone, I'm always open to ideas and stuff. I'm not one of those people that just thinks I know it all, I know best, and that's it. It's my way or no way. We have lots of people in the community that come forward with ideas, and I always look at them. I always look to see if it would bring a positive to the project, to the investors and things like that. And if it does, and we can implement it, then I will. That's how it is. It's not my money. See, it's how I've done it from day one. People have invested in this because they believe in the idea. So I sort of run it with a sort of business mind and a business attitude that if this was, say, a real world product or business like Apple or something, and you've got investors, well, those investors have got a say. They have a right to have a say and a voice, and if they have things and ideas that can improve it, then of course you should always take it on board. You should always look at them because there's people out there that might come across something completely new, and we could end up being like one of the first projects to get on something that's new because somebody else has seen it. So yeah, we will have a look at that. Like I said, that there's quite a few ideas, and then I said we've got the NFTs as well, and I know you can do the NFT staking and things like that. So there's quite a lot that we'll be looking at in sort of the next few weeks, and then we'll be able to get some big announcements out over the sort of next 5 to 6 weeks with some more firmer timelines for everyone.
I just want to give a shout out to Duncan and Matthew. It's an honor to be on a space with you guys. Very well respected. So I just want to give a shout out. And I just want to touch on Kai. Like from the moment I met him, I talked to a lot of developers, and the amount of dedication and like transparency, open-mindedness that this man has is undeniably huge. I mean, if you come to him with an idea, like he will literally consider it. He'll get the logistics, he'll get a second opinion, he'll think about how it benefits the holders. To him, like speaking to him through this whole process, it's been 100% about the holders, 100% about the vision, and 100% about the project. Like the dedication that he's put in has just been outstanding. And I'm not part of the team, that's the thing. So I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody, and just kind of emphasize on that a little bit.
Yeah, appreciate that, Nico. Thank you. Like I say, you have as well, and yeah, I do. I talk to you a lot, and because you're so honest, mate, and like people know it's hard to find, but yeah, I've spoke to you since sort of literally day one, and
Yeah,
I'll always
it's
reach out for advice and things because you'll give a frank, honest opinion, and your knowledge and things, obviously from where you are, in the crypto space and stuff. It's and you don't mind sharing that knowledge and giving the support. So I mean, I don't. Sometimes if I do you, Ed, and you know you come and tell me where to go for a few days or whatever, but I like to do it. I like to get other people's feedback, so it's not just sort of one-minded. I don't see that as being a positive thing if it's just a one-minded sort of look at something. The more eyes, the better.
It's actually very rare, to be honest. It's a lot of developers are they like have this tunnel vision forward, and they have like these brick wall barriers on how they're going to achieve their goals. And like they'll do some consulting and they'll think about it, but they have like this tunnel vision, and then they'll make like this move that I've advised against and put themselves in a tricky situation. It's not that bad. We could, but if they had that open-mindedness and that honesty and that transparency, then the project would have moved forward that much faster. So it's truly rare to see in a developer. And on a personal standpoint, like me and you will just like chat, just shoot the shit and just chat, and that's rare to come by in this space as well. So shout out to you and the team for being so transparent, so honest, and so driven.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, Nico.
Kai, do you need a tissue, bro?
Go on, what? Sorry.
I said, do you want a tissue, mate?
Nah, I just like it, and I mean, this is why I tend to sort of I wouldn't say lean on these people, but I respect their opinions and the knowledge and the feedback that they can give as well. Nobody knows everything. I've always been that mindset. Nobody knows everything. Somebody always knows something a little bit more than somebody else. Don't matter what it is. And if you have an idea and you think it's great and you run it past a few other minds that have got the experience in the space, and they're like, look, it's not a bad idea, but it's probably not a good time to do that. So maybe do this. Maybe look at going down this route. And I think like Nico says, for people not to sort of do that when there's people that are willing to give that time and their opinion and things. I think it's crazy. I really do, because there's a lot of really amazing people that I've got to know.
It's an AMA from
they'll
Shiba
help
Burn.
any way they can and give the advice and stuff, and it's great. And I'll always use people's advice and stuff and take it on board, because it's just the best way to do it. You learn more stuff, you find out new things. And it's always, like I said, two heads are better than one. So if you can get a second opinion, and if it matches, if everyone's on the same line when you're asking them, and they're all saying, yeah, it's great, then it's just confirmation that you're doing the right thing as well. Not just for the project, but for the holders, for the community, for everybody who's invested in it. That you're making the right decision for their money that's sat in the project, because that's what it's about at the end of the day.
Exactly that, bruv. And I love you to bits, but I think Matthew's got about 1 million more questions.
Yeah, we'll like it on come. And then I'll get some. In fact, 2 secs, Matthew. We will get to your community. I just want to unmute a few people. LRSVN, I'm just going to unmute you now, mate.
Hi guys. It's Lars. First of all, I really want to say I really like the project, and yeah, I never seen something like this before. But I was wondering, is Reflection only working on decentralized exchanges, or does it also work on centralized exchanges like a Binance or so?
It'll only decentralized, I believe, mate. I know Binance and KuCoins and things like
Hey,
that.
Ryan, you can
Yeah.
ask that. I have a bunch of
It's
other questions,
with
so
taxes and stuff.
you
As
could
you'll know,
ask
if you
that.
buy
That would be
projects
great.
that
Are
are
you
on
in
there,
the?
and that there's usually no taxes.
Feel free.
I do
Request.
believe some of them are sort of
Put your
coming
hand up.
round to it, and some of the smaller ones.
I don't want to
I
put
don't
too many
think
questions.
Binance
We have a
is.
lot.
I know some of the smaller
mean,
ones are coming round to
I have
it,
like
looking to sort
4
of
more.
implement taxes
Yeah.
for projects if they meet certain criteria and things.
Oh, that would be awesome. Huh?
Yeah, but I mean that's another thing. Like why we're going to look at the staking and stuff as well. So if further down the line we are on things like that, because I know some of the exchanges do staking as well, so people can still sort of get reflections that way as well. So that they're not missing out if they're on another exchange buying. That there'll be some sort of option that will be implemented down the line for them as well.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
No, you're welcome. Thanks for the support as well. I've seen you all over Twitter, mate.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Like I said, and I know there's a lot of the Telegram community in here. If you're in here, guys, and you want to speak, just pop up. You'll have to let us know what your name is in Telegram though, so we can match you up. Because we've got some of them, honestly, guys. Some of them in the community we've got in Telegram. They are relentless on Twitter. Like we comment about them all the time. Just so if you're in here, you know it's not unnoticed that the team. Every time we all talk, we're just like, man, they've been tweeting for like 18 hours. Like it's just crazy. But they're as driven as us, which is amazing. That they've got the same drive and the same belief as what we have. So we're all on the same page, and it is great. And I mean, I think it shows in the amount of sort of retweets and likes that the post has had. I mean, it's just been incredible.
Hey guys, Magnus here.
Hey Magnus, you
Hey,
okay?
mate.
All right. So I wanted to ask you guys. First of all, I wanted to say thank you for creating this awesome project. I am a holder of Shiba, like I imagine a lot of us are here, and it's actually something phenomenal that I think that most people would definitely jump into this opportunity. Um, I also wanted to ask, later down the line, would you guys consider being Certec audit or anything like that for the future?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Obviously, once the volume's there and the funds are there, that's one of the things that will be paid from the market in. And then once we've done the Certic audit and we've got everything absolutely nailed in terms of security and everything, so then we won't need the marketing funds, if that makes sense. But a Certic audit is 100% something that I want to get done for the long term for the project.
Yes.
We do have an audit, and it was a clean audit as well. There was no issues whatsoever on it, not even sort of minor issues, which we're very proud of. Like I said, and for the meantime, the best sort of level of security to go alongside that is the renouncing of the contract to Everone, which means it's renounced, so the security's there. We can't touch the contract, we can't change anything. But if anything does need to be changed, the community, what we'll do is we'll say to the community, look, if you want to vote, we're going to get the contract back, do these couple of changes for XYZ reason, and then the contract goes back. The community will vote. That's how the Everone is set up. So the community holders will go on, they'll connect with the wallet, they cast their vote whether they want us to have the contract back or not. Doesn't cost them anything to do the vote either. That runs for 24 hours to cover all time zones of all holders, so everybody has a chance to get the vote in. And then it comes back to us. We can do the changes, send it back to Everone. So yeah, in the short term, that's why we're doing that. The contract will always sit with Everone anyway. But yeah, in terms of the audits, we will up the audit, and probably will go for the Certic. Yeah, I say I planned this being long term. It's not a week long project or a month long project. I don't see. I don't see this stopping once it takes off, and I'm willing to work on it for it hopefully years to come. I mean, the beauty of the utility is as long as Shiba Inu's trading, our utility is there. It can't be outdated. It can't be sort of done out by new tech. Like, we're not trying to keep up with the latest trending games and things like that. It's sort of like a time-proof utility, which is another amazing thing that I think people undervalue in terms of what we're doing. But yes, investor security is massive to us, and it always has been. And the community will clarify that and confirm that as well. It's top, it's paramount to myself. It really is. So the more safe the community and the investors feel, the happier I am, because I want everybody to feel safe. I don't want people investing money in something they don't feel safe in. And at the minute, we've got everything lined up. The audit, the contract's going over to everyone. We've never had any issues so far. We don't make changes to the contract or anything. The only thing we changed was we upped the LP the other day. So we took a 1% off the marketing fee and put it onto the LP, and then advised the community that we'd up the LP to make it more stable. And we've taken that off hours off the marketing. So yeah.
Excellent. Very well said. Thank you. The reason I ask is because I know a lot of investors, and I know quite a few people that, they won't invest unless they see certain type of criterias they're looking for into a project, and being one of them is being certic audit. So, that's very important to consider later down the road. Like you said, um, a lot of people are just trying to, invest long term, like me. And, they just want to feel secure. Although I'm already a holder of Shiba Burn and Shiba Inu. Um, thank you very much for this great opportunity that you're giving everyone. And we hope to, make a lot of money down the road, and, just keep it going for a long time.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. And that is the plan. It's long term. It's always been a long term vision and a long term sort of goal for the project to be long term. It's not been designed to be here for a month and then gone, which is why we're just working relentlessly and tirelessly. Me and the team, just all hours. I mean, we were on the phone from 6 a.m. in the morning till sometimes midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. We just don't give up. There's always something to do, and we're always doing something. Sometimes it might seem that there's not much going off, but we do update the community and let them know what we've been doing. If I've not been able to get in there much through the day, I'll always hop in at some point and catch up with people. So yeah, and like I said, I've always said it from day one. The security, it's number one. It's paramount. Like you say, when you're looking for something long term, you want to be confident that you can invest your money in and just leave it and come back to it in 6 months, and that's what we want people to be able to feel like that they can do here.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, guys. And big shout out to my man Matthew Perry. You're doing an excellent job with them videos, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, has anybody else got any questions or anything? Anybody else want to
Yes,
just grab the mic and?
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My hand raised, but whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, all right. So I just have a quick question. I seen earlier on Twitter, I see Milkshake made a repost about the AMC now accepting SHIB. I was wondering how would that help the burn a lot?
What was that? Say again, sorry.
I've seen earlier on Twitter that Milkshake reposted that AMC is now accepting SHIB online.
Yeah,
And I was
not right
wondering if
now.
that
I know
would
it
help
won't.
with the
It won't
burn.
help the burn right now. They don't have any type of burn mechanism in place. But if they choose to do
I
something,
don't
then
think so.
possibly.
I'm
But
not
right
sure. I
now,
wouldn't
I
be able
don't
to
think it's
comment on that, mate.
in the
I've
cards.
not
I think
looked
they're
at
just
that
collecting
and not looked into it.
or
Matthew might know.
accepting Shiba Inu,
Not
but
not right now. I know
burning Shiba
it
Inu.
won't help the burn right now. They don't have any type of burn mechanism in place. But if they choose to do
Okay.
something, then possibly. But right now, I don't think it's in the cards. I think they're just collecting or accepting Shiba Inu, but not burning Shiba Inu.
All right. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for joining us as well.
Who was that Shartoshi World? Was he asking to speak?
Hello there. How is everyone?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Good. I'll be honest. I just ran across this from someone. Shiba Jim out there had retweeted about this space, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to be part of this. I'm just learning more about you, and I wanted to know, where do you see yourself at the end of the year? I mean, of course, it's hard to see 3 to 5 years down the road, but where do you see yourself in the end of the year by Christmas?
Yeah, I mean, by the end of the year, I mean the pace that we're sort of getting and the ambassadors that we're bringing on board, like I said, Duncan, Matthew, and we've got more that we're sort of liaising with in the background. That's the backbone of the project, the community and the people that are getting behind it. In terms of where we sort of are by Christmas, I mean, to me, it'd be sort of recognition by people that we are the biggest burn mechanism, without any shadow of a doubt, and I think that's easily achievable in a short space of time. Never mind sort of up to Christmas. Then obviously we'll have the Certic audit, we'll have the NFT collections out, all the staking will be done, and any other ideas that sort of come along this year, which is things that we don't sort of know, because obviously, as we said, if investors come with ideas and things, we'll always look at them, and if they're achievable and it's something positive to do for the project and the community, then we'll look to implement them. In terms of sort of turnover, I think if it goes the way we're expecting it to go, I fully believe we'll get to sort of $5-10 million a day turnover, in volume, which would be a significant amount of Shiba, that we'd be buying and burning, like rates never seen before. We've got plans coming in the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks to start getting the burns up as well. So yeah, it's more, I think, market cap wise, I'd expect to be within the hundreds of millions market caps. I don't know sort of whereabouts. Like I say, it's hard to say exact sort of places, but that's where I think we'll get to. I really do. I really believe we will. Just with the backing that we're getting, and the idea, the concept that we've got. I've already seen sort of me and the team, and I'm sure other people have. We've already seen sort of people trying to emulate what we're doing, but not quite doing it in the same sort of way. There's always something a little bit sort of skeptical behind them, and I really do think we'll probably set a new trend, and it'll be the next sort of trend for projects that are coming up and coming out. It'll be sort of around burning the volume of other projects that have got good communities. But yeah, we just want to keep pushing and pushing.
So is this another coin, or is this a burn project, or is it both?
It's both. Yeah,
Okay.
we're our own project on ETH, and what we do with the transaction taxes, it's 13% in, 13% out on your taxes. At the moment, 5% of that is used to buy and burn Shiba Inu. That is our core main utility, and the whole concept behind our project, is to become the biggest burn mechanism of Shiba Inu. So, yeah.
And do the devs support? Do you know anything about that?
The devs, everyone will know, and everyone who's in Shiba Inu will know. They have sort of long processes, lots of doors you've got to go through, lots of people you've got to speak to get to certain ones. We do have a contact that we're speaking to with information that we've been told that I can't say publicly.
No, of course.
Yeah, but the concept is, and what I've been told and things is that at some point, yeah, we will be accepted.
Good.
Because they are looking to accept different sort of burn burn mechanisms and things like that within their own community. So yeah, it's something that we work on, and this is why we're doing it the way we are, with complete transparency and honesty, because we know the end goal that we want. We want to have that acceptance and that clarification from the actual devs that look, these are doing what they said they're doing. They are safe. You're safe to invest in it. They have got the intentions that they've stated. They do literally just buy and burn Shiba Inu. It's all there. It's all transparent to see. And that's why we're doing it that way, because like I said, it's long term. If it was a short term thing, we could just say anything we wanted and just get some, and if it dies, it dies. But I want them. They've looked at our project. I've had
Oh, you couldn't hear
conversations
me.
with
Sorry.
them. They've seen what we're doing. They know what our intentions are. They know that they're honest and good, and they're willing to put the name to it. So there's lots of angles, and it's not. It might not always be the case that you need to have the tick from the top. I'm 99% confident it'll come, but there's lots of other people that can give us the ticks before, and a lot of people that are very well trusted as well.
Sorry.
Like I
Well,
said, Duncan, Matthew.
I definitely know that there's a crowd outside of the main crowd, the devs, in which to accept you first. Because when it comes to coins, you know, the devs make the coins, but the community grows them. So it's really up to the community to accept you, and then of course the top dogs have to eventually, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think the approach, and I think Duncan, Matthew, and anyone that I've spoke to, obviously I have to sort of reach out to people, to influencers and things like that, and I like to do it in a really courteous and polite way. I don't sit sending a DM every 2 minutes, and I appreciate people have got their lives and stuff, and I just do it polite and courteously. And the feedback that we've got because of the first impressions of myself, and then when they look at the project and they're like, look, just send me the details. I'll go and have a look at the project. I'll have a read of the website and things like that. And they do come back. And it's not me sort of pestering. I just, all we need is the opportunity to show people what we are and what we want to do and how we're doing it. And people then obviously do their own research, and they're embracing it, which is fantastic. We're not having to shove it down people's throats, is what I'm trying to say. I think, like you see some out there trying to do. We're not sort of kicking doors down and ramming it in people's faces. We're just sort of a gentle knock on the door and look, this is what we've got. This is the idea, and the conversations go great, and they always end great. Which is, I can't ask for anything more than that.
Well, I appreciate your honesty and the AMA that you're doing here, where everyone can get to know you, and I thank you for answering my questions today. Many blessings along your journey.
Yeah, you too, and thanks for joining us. Thank you. Ryan, you can speak if you want. I think you've got your hand up there, mate.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Not too bad, thanks. In regards to the NFT marketplace, would you guys consider minting on the Solana blockchain or even another layer 2 such as Matic? I just asked that because I have been involved in some mints where the actual mint creates so much volume and traffic that the gas fees just go right through the roof. So therefore, I was just curious if you'd be willing, or if you are thinking about minting on a different blockchain than ETH.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, the plan at the moment that I penciled in is to mint them on ETH, but that it's not set in stone. That we can look at other options, and like I appreciate that with you saying you've been involved in other mints, and it's caused issues, and the gas fees have been insane and stuff. So I mean that's something I'll take on board, and we can have a look. I always want what's best for the community and the investors. Do you know what I mean? And if option A is not the best, then we can look at option B if there's something there that's more of a benefit. But I mean, at the moment, it will be on ETH. the final confirmation will come in the next sort of couple of weeks. But we will have a look at things like that. Especially with, like I said, with the feedback from yourself like that. If you've experienced issues in projects sort of minting and things like that, it's something we can have a look at and get some feedback. Sometimes I know, obviously, with the gas fees and stuff, sometimes it's the time as well that projects do it. Certain times of the day. I know where I am in the UK, there's about a 4-hour block every day where gas fees are just insane. It's like I'm not doing any trading in them hours. I can wait. I either get up and do it before, or I wait and do it after. So I think it's sort of there's a lot of things that to sort of consider and look at. But yeah, no, I appreciate that, and it's something we can look at 100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ryan.
Have a
Wait,
good one,
somebody
man.
else
Thank
talking?
you.
Does somebody else have something to say?
Have your community got any more
Okay,
questions,
thank you.
Matthew? Or
So yeah, I think one other question we have is on CoinMarketCap.
somebody else
I know you
talking?
put
Somebody
something,
else
you
have
pinned
something
something
to say?
to
Yeah, no, sorry,
Twitter
Matthew. I was just about to say
I
to
guess your place
go
in
back to
line.
you to get
Like,
your
how has that
community questions.
progressed, and how
Okay,
close are you to
thank you.
getting listed on
So yeah,
CoinMarketCap?
I think one other question we have is on CoinMarketCap. I know you put something, you pinned something to Twitter about, I guess, your place in line. Like, how has that progressed, and how close are you to getting listed on CoinMarketCap?
yeah, I mean, in terms of CMC, you don't get any updates. You sort of do the application, and then that's well. I was aware that was pretty much it. I did get an email back about 30 hours ago, saying that it had gone to the next division. So it's progressing through. It is going through. I know CMC that they're not too keen about you posting stuff on socials and in your communities. I know. I don't know how true it is, but some people say, look, don't do it. Don't post stuff in the just don't. And some people say it don't really matter. But I'd rather just err on the side of caution and not post it. But
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Well,
did get an
that's
update. It was
good.
about 30 hours ago.
I know
and the
you
email
said
it had gone
we're
through
really
to,
reaching out to
I
other like
assume in
influencers and
terms of if you
other
put it in sort of
creators,
business, it's gone
whether
through
it's
the
on
gatekeepers
Twitter
and
or
it's now
YouTube
on
or
the
any
desk,
platform.
I would imagine.
Have you considered
All right,
reaching
well,
out
that's
to
good.
bigger entertainment as
I know you
well? I know
said,
they're doing their own
we're
burn
really
parties, and
reaching
to
out
have
to other like influencers and other
an ability to
creators,
burn,
whether it's
let's
on
say
Twitter or
200 million
YouTube or
or
any
however many
platform.
plus million in
Have
their
you
burn
considered
party as well, would
reaching out
create
to
some
bigger entertainment
hype
as
around
well? I
the
know they're
coin
doing their own
itself,
burn parties, and to have
as well as get on bigger entertainment's
an
radar. I'm
ability
not
to
sure if
burn, let's say,
you
200
are,
million or however many
but
plus
that
million
would be
in
good
their
as well.
burn party as well would create some hype around the coin itself, as well as get on bigger entertainment's radar. I'm not sure if you are, but that would be good as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's an interesting point subject that you made. I won't go into too much yet, but no, I've not reached out to them yet. Just from certain things which I can have a catch up with you. It's nothing bad or anything, but yeah, I mean down the line, obviously we're planning the burn party and stuff, and do you know what? It'd be phenomenal to sort of link up with a similar project like that's got the same sort of drive as us and the same vision as us, and do it as a team. That's exactly how I want to work. How easy that would be made by them, I don't know. I don't know if they'd see us as a threat.
I figure it would it would be good to have be a part of every burn party that we see out there. Whether it's the Let It Burn party that we have on the 22nd or the one that they have next month. It would just be amazing to be able to have every single burn method
to have be a part of every burn party that we see out there. Whether it's the Let It Burn party that we have on the 22nd or the one that they have next month. It would just be amazing to be able to have every single burn method involved in those, so that
I agree. I completely agree, and just make them. They could be made absolutely phenomenal if everyone who's got the same sort of vision and wanting to achieve the same thing. I think if you work as a team, you're going to do a lot more than sort of working on your own and sort of refusing to accept anybody else. 100%. Like I say, I will reach out to Stephen Cooper at some point and have a chat with him. I know Zach follows us on Twitter now. I know he's heavily involved with Stephen as well and Bigger Entertainment. So yeah, the options are there, and I think the conversations will come. But yeah, I'd love the same thing as well, Matthew. I think it'd be incredible if everyone sort of teamed up and we just sort of had sort of a unity of sort of projects that are driving to
All
do
right.
the
Well,
same
I think
thing.
that's all the
I
questions we had.
think
I did
for
just
all
want
the
to, take
communities,
this time to
for
thank
us
you
holders
for,
in our
letting
project
me
and
be a part of
Shiba
this,
Inu holders and things like
opportunity
that, I
here,
think,
because
yeah, I think
I love the
it'd be fantastic
transparency.
to see.
I love the fact that,
All
it's
right.
not
Well, I
about
think
talk, it's all
that's
about
all the
action.
questions
You've
we
seen a
had. I
ton of
did just want
projects
to,
or a ton of
take this
people
time to
that
thank
are
you
out there that
for,
are all about,
letting me be a
talk
part of
and how
this,
much has been burned off, but
opportunity here.
never
Because
really does
I,
anything
I
about
love
it.
the
And I love the
transparency. I
transparency.
love the fact
I
that,
love everything
it's
about
not
this
about
project. So
talk, it's
that's
all
why I
about
decided
action.
to,
You've seen a
get
ton of
onto it. So
projects
I
or a ton of
appreciate
people
you for
that
giving
are
me this
out there that are
opportunity.
all about, talk and how much has been burned off, but never really does anything about it. And I love the transparency. I love everything about this project. So that's why I decided to, get onto it. So I appreciate you for giving me this opportunity.
No, thank you, Matthew. We appreciate you being here as well and the support that you're giving. It's fantastic. It is, and it's like I say. I think I'm sort of surprised. It's been a surprise with sort of you coming on board and Duncan and others that we're talking to and stuff. That it's sort of in a way it knocks me back a bit at first, and it's like, well, like the conversations that we've had, and you've been like, look, I love the project. I think it's great, and you do your reviews on YouTube and stuff, and that's exactly what I want to build. It's what I want to build this project on. Is just honesty and the backing of people that believe in what we're trying to achieve. So yeah, we appreciate you and the time that you do and the time that you give us in your videos and stuff to your community on YouTube as well, Matthew. It's not unnoticed. Like I said, the guys in the Telegram, they always know when you've gone live. Straight away, the community is like, Matthew's live, let's go watch him and support him, which is amazing. It's a great feeling to see people just appreciating what others are doing as well. Yeah, has anybody else got any more questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, fire away.
Hi, at first place, very good project. My compliments, guys. I have a question regarding an option that I was thinking about in the past few weeks. How did you guys look at an option with regards using the mining software as a medium to use that as burning? Because currently I have 5 miners, CPU miners, and softwares like Unmineable, they ask a 1% fee on that. Maybe look at the option adding more and using that percentage for burning. That just an option.
Yeah, and let's say it's not. It's some. I'll be honest. It's not something that's even come across the table at the moment. But again, something else that I'll note down and look at as well, and see if that's something that we can sort of implement. If it's a benefit to the project and it's achievable and we can do it, I'll do it. It's just how I am. But yeah, another great idea from somebody else as well, which is this is what I love. It's why I love just sort of speaking to people and networking, because people just have other ideas all the time. But yeah, that's something we can definitely have a look at.
Great, thank you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for joining us as well.
Any other questions?
Ali, I think you had your hand up there. I've put you on. You can speak if you want to unmute yourself. He's there. He might talk. But yeah, if there's no other questions, yeah, I'd just like to thank obviously everyone for coming and joining. I've been flicking through the people that are on as well. There's been some amazing people that have been jumping on and listening and things like that. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. we are going to do some more of these as well. Now I've got the first one out of the way and got the nerves sort of out of the way. We will do some more with the updates. I think it's a brilliant place to do it. Like I said,
I'll
and
talk to you about the
especially
Excel
when
spreadsheet.
we've got the news about the NFTs and things like that. I just think this is a phenomenal place to do it. It just seems great. I've been on some spaces before, and it's just good that the relaxed people are always friendly on them, and it's just a great way for everyone to sort of get involved. But yeah, I just want to thank you as well, Duncan, for giving your time this evening, mate. I know
No,
it's
thank you. Thanks very
about
much.
yeah. So thanks for joining us and supporting us, Nico. Thank you as well, mate, for jumping on.
Of course,
And you as
guys.
well, Matthew. And everybody else that's here. Appreciate you all coming and just sort of hopefully getting to know a little bit more. If anybody has got any other questions that weren't covered, or if you just don't feel comfortable talking on sort of platforms like this, if you just drop the Twitter page a message with your question, I'll catch up with you. If you come and join the Telegram community, you can drop me a message on Telegram. I'm always in the chat. My account's not hidden. People can DM me whenever they want. I'll always get back to people. So if anyone's got any other questions that they just didn't really want to ask on here, just feel free to reach out to me and I'll answer you as soon as I can. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there and we'll get the next one planned and some info out. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all again soon.
Yeah, if I could just add something as well. If anyone wants to check out the website at shibaburn.info, everything's on there. Our burn receipts, how to buy, white paper, and any other information you want is all on there. It's all in there. Shibaburn.info.
Well said, Geezer. Cheers, buddy.
That's all right, man. I felt like I was doing like an advert then. Do you know what I mean? I felt like a radio speaker. I was like, I just got to bust that out.
Brushing up some skills. Hidden talent.
And I managed not to swear once as well. I was quite impressed with that.
You've done well. You've done really well. You have done really well. I'll be honest. You've kept it really clean. But yeah, appreciate everyone again. So I'll get this ended. It has been recorded, so we've got this, and yeah, we'll hopefully catch up with you all in the Telegram. If you jump in the Telegram community as well, guys, it is brilliant. We've always got stuff going on in there as well. So yeah,
we've got a giveaway at the minute as well.
I was just going to say, I wanted to talk about the burn on the 22nd. I wasn't sure as to how much was going to be burned, but we're looking to try and burn about 1 billion coins.
Did you have something else,
together as a community? This is a burn party that's happening on my
Yeah,
channel.
I was just going to say, I wanted to talk about the burn on the 22nd. I wasn't sure as to how much was going to be burned, but we're looking to try and burn about 1 billion coins all together as a community. This is a burn party that's happening on my channel, so hopefully, Shiba Burn can burn a lot, the Let It Burn channel can burn a lot, and we can have a lot of people from the community create a large impact. So Shiba Burn gets more on the map, the other burn mechanisms get more on the map, and then the devs are open, their eyes are open to burning as much as we possibly can, hopefully. But
yeah, and we'll be putting that on our Twitter and stuff as well for you, Matthew, with the link to your channel and everything as well. We're going to get some nice graphics put up for it and a link to your YouTube so everyone's aware where it's happening and things as well. So we'll be pushing that for you as well, mate. But yeah, so yeah, fantastic. So yeah, thanks again everyone for your time. I know people are busy and it's appreciated. I mean, there's a lot of people have given just over an hour of the time here, which is it's lovely. It's lovely to have people coming to listen, especially when I drone on sometimes. But yeah,
I wasn't going to say anything.
No, we will. I get carried, but I'm passionate, mate, about it, and I do. I just want people to know how passionate I am and how much I appreciate everyone that's here and the help that they're giving. I appreciate it, and I do, and I'll always thank people. But yeah, we'll end it there, guys. I'm gonna go grab a coffee before I have to start going through DMs and cracking.
All right, so I just hopped off. I am gonna have to stop recording here at 4. So I just wanted to talk about some things. I know people asked me, hey, what's going on with the chart that was on the screen or the Excel spreadsheet that was on the screen? This Excel spreadsheet breaks down the daily volume that if Shiba Burn has, you'll be able to burn off a certain amount per year, per 5 years, per 10 years, right? So this is the total amount that we would burn daily. So basically, this is showing if we get to $100 million daily volume, which is not crazy. If we look at Shiba Inu, they hover from 700 million daily volume all the way up to 4 billion daily volume at some of these high points. So I just wanted to let you guys know if we get up to 100 million daily volume in dollars, that equates to $13 million, right? And then if we're looking at $13 million, where we look at $4.5 million, a total that will be burned of 164 billion coins daily, which means that'll be 60 trillion in the year, and 300 trillion in 5 years, 600 trillion in 10 years. So obviously we'll be able to burn it off by 10 years. However, you do have to factor in all of the prices. The price changes as more gets burned off, the price goes up, more people buy into it, all of that stuff. So it's a lot more than what you're looking at, or it's not as much into the coin that we need in order to see this thing really burn off. And I think some people were saying something about, I haven't checked on the Shiba Discord. I haven't been on the Shiba Discord in a while, but I haven't checked on the Shiba Discord, something about known scams or something. I feel like that can't be true. They're very transparent. They're very open. You can see how much they care about the project, and how much thought they put into each single bit of it, each single sentence or phrase or anything that they say about it, right? They put a lot of thought into it. So all in all, I feel like that was a great AMA, and I will do a little bit of an update on it. I don't know how many people will watch it, but I will do an update on it. And hopefully we can get some people that are going to buy Shiba Burn, and we can burn off more Shiba when it gets to the 22nd. So I want to thank all you guys for being here, because you provided a lot of the questions, and I appreciate that. And even people stepping up and asking questions themselves. I mean, I know it's tough to do that. It's very tough to do that, because the nerves start to get to you. I mean, for me, I feel lightheaded because, I ran before this, and I feel just horrible. But yeah, damn, should just listen to the AMA here. Yeah, I can, so I was going to say that during it, I was going to say this is 10 times better than the AMA for Shiba Inu. Yes, you would probably have more questions for Shiba Inu because you have more people that are involved in the project. However, this was more interactive. Like, you had actual questions coming through, talking about the project at or how it is right now. And it's just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The way that they put all this together, it's more organized than the Shiba Inu community, and that makes no sense because they have so many other developers into it. But it's just amazing to see that. Thank you for what you do. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you thanking me. I appreciate you being here. I feel like this is, again, 10 times better than the AMA out there, or AMA for Shiba Inu. They're just not organized. Thanks, Matt. That was a good time. I appreciate it. It's very tough. I feel it in my chest and get lightheaded as well, and then start to mumble. Yeah, I mean, when you feel like you're on the spot, I'm used to it because I just stutter and mumble and say things all the time, and retract my sentence and then put out a new sentence even though the other sentence was still out there. It's not like people didn't hear it. So I'll retract it like it's like I'm pressing the backspace button on Word. And yeah, I feel it. I was only lightheaded because of running, and I didn't get any food in me, and I'm still hungry right now. So I don't know what we're eating tonight, I'll tell you that. But I'm gonna have to get out of here and record some videos because I uploaded no videos for this channel. I did upload a video on my Matt Reacts channel. There's a poll on Twitter right now. It's where you have to answer it. Somebody has to answer it, right? There's 48 votes, and I think there should be way more answers. Are you team doors or wheels? I saw this I saw this online where they're saying that there are more doors. Are there more doors or wheels on Earth? And I mean, I'm team doors. It seems like people think that there are more wheels. I understand wheels are a big thing, but doors are also a big thing. I'm sorry. Community is doing more than the devs. Sad, but at least it's something. I hear you. I definitely hear you. And what's crazy is I think what he was alluding to with Bigger Entertainment. It seems like Bigger Entertainment is very stingy with people that are creating burn projects because they're looking to be the biggest, the best burn project so that their business thrives, right? It's a business for them to burn Shiba Inu plus put out music and all that stuff. So I understand, you know, them not, communicating with Shiba Burn because they may be a bigger burn project than them. You're the only legit cat doing this. Very transparent. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was several times better than the devs. Doors. Doors, are you guys crazy? Yeah, exactly. It's doors. It's doors all day. Thanks for everything and making us part of it. Much better than the other AMAs. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Again, it was something that I was happy to be a part of because I believe in what they stand for. I mean, burning Shiba Inu is pretty much all I talk about. If you meet me in person, I'll talk about burning Shiba Inu all the time. I mean, it was definitely good. It was definitely good. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter. I'm going to post some videos about CRO, I think, and maybe some Shiba Inu videos. I want to talk about the market because the market's down. So I don't know what type of videos I'll talk about. Thanks for everything and making I read that. There will be a sudden gain for SHIB holders from the 13th of April going. It's going to boom. I'm predicting $1.90 by the end of April for Shiba, or 1.9 by the end. 1.9 million or 1.9 billion. Are we talking about burns? I don't know what we're talking about here. Matt, what do you think about Shiba Burn / giveaway? Everyone donate 1 million Shiba with a chance to win 10% of the burn pot. I think it would be huge. Yeah, I think that would be good. It would be confusing because I think it would be confusing. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so that people don't get confused. And usually that revolves around dollars, but I don't know. It sounds interesting. I would tell you, I can tell you that I reached out to the CBO in your name stand for, or mean Chief Burning Officer. Yeah, it's Chief Burn Officer. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, I reached out to Bigger Entertainment to tell you the truth. I reached out to them and Stephen Cooper, and I didn't get anything back. I think they don't like other burn projects that are out there and will not pump other burn projects because they think that we're gonna burn too much and we're gonna do more than what they're doing. But I mean, everything's about business. I understand, but it's also about pushing Shiba Inu. I don't know. They might not be the most transparent or legit people. You might have to check that. I'm leaving comments in all the Shiba videos about Shiba Burn, even in Zach Pumphrey's and Austin Shilton. It's funny. Matt, what do you think of XEO? I would, or XEC. I would talk about it. I don't want to talk about it right now because I'm about to get off. Do you think it's possible for Shiba Burn to get listed on exchanges such as Coinbase this year? It depends. It depends what the hype is. So it was very difficult for Shiba Inu to get listed on Coinbase. However, it's a lot easier to get listed on some of these places now because their criteria or what they look at is kind of lax a little bit. So I think they can get listed on other exchanges, and I think that would benefit them so much more than being on Uniswap because you're seeing so much low volume on Uniswap. If you can get on Gate.io or LBank or whatever platform, right, it would be great. So I wouldn't say this year. I would hope so, as long as people get involved. If a bunch of people get involved, yes, we could see massive adoption across the board, and they could be working, really hard to get us on other platforms. But I would say that right now it's not in the cards until we get the volume. Once the volume comes through, once people start to get in on the project, I'm telling you, everything will line up. Good AMA. Keep going. Thank you. 20 million SHIB. Will that be good enough to hold? Yeah, that's good enough to hold. For the long term, as long as we see these the coins being burned off, I think it will be good for the long term. You can make a difference, you know, in what you're holding. You're probably holding what? So $50 is 2 million coins, right? So if you're holding 10 times that, so $500 worth and 20 million coins, that's good. I think what you could do is turn $500 into millions of dollars if you play it out the right way. Shiba Inu is starting to run. For people that are on the Let It Burn channel, I'm not streaming live on the Let It Burn channel, but I'm seeing what's happening, and it's definitely running. Doing a great job following all your videos. Thank you for saying that. 3-hour burn video with a max amount of ads, so we can just play that in the background on mute over and over. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But I can also have a playlist. I think the issue is that if you don't have anything new, people won't go back to it. So that's why I continue to do the live streams, because I noticed that when I had the burn videos and they sat out there, they weren't new, and you only had the same 50 people going back to it. You didn't have 100 people or 1,000 people a day that were going back to it and watching it. You would like to realistically see thousands of people, maybe hundreds of thousands of people watch it per day, and then you'll get hundreds of thousands of views per day and watch it back to back to back and play the most ads that they could possibly play. That would be amazing, but it's not going to happen. Matt, if we reach 5-cent price, you deserve some money from me. Well, I appreciate that, but make sure you keep it. Throw it into a high interest savings account or something. That's horrible. That's horrible advice. Throw it into a 529 account for children you may have. If you don't, then throw it into an index fund and gain the interest and live off of the interest and spend all the rest of your money if you want to. All right, guys, I have to get out of here because I have to start recording videos. I appreciate all the support for the AMA. There was a lot of people here and a lot of people that were listening over there. It was over 150, 160 at one point. And you had over 3,000 likes of the AMA. I don't know what was going on with the whole Shiba Inu Discord on known scam lists. I don't know if they support burn videos or burn channels or burn coins, but that's weird. But anyways, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. Also, follow me on Twitter if you have not followed me on Twitter. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch